How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Karis. You are watching You Don't Scare Me. Today I am scrolling through YouTube, desperately trying to find a YouTube compilation of ghost videos that my brother hasn't already covered and torn apart. And it is very difficult. I spent 40 minutes earlier doing a video on Depths of Despair's more recent video, only to start to render that video to publish it tomorrow, and then go to get a snack only to see a message from Nick that says don't do the Depths of Despair's most recent video. Now that's on me though, because he sent that so far ago. I need to be better at answering my messages. I don't do it very well. I can't even I don't even answer my mother, let alone messages from literally anybody. I just I'm in my own world 90% of the time. So it is really difficult for me to find content that's new and exciting, or content that hasn't been covered before, especially in the ghost and paranormal stuff, because literally of just how frequently that Nick actually absorbs and goes in and does this kind of content. It's very difficult. And it's really interesting too, because there's 400 paranormal videos that are released every single day, there's so many compilations here, but I look at them all and I'm like, there's no way that Nick hasn't already done this one. I'll go to the YouTube channel, check out the videos, and I'll be like, yeah, he did every single video that was released this week from the big hitters. And then that leaves me with nothing. So I'm looking right now. I'm looking to see if I can find a video. Fearsome Top 5 released a video 3 weeks ago that I might be able to cover. I don't have any view time on it, but chances are that Nick covered this one 3 weeks ago. What do I do here? He's got a monopoly on debunking paranormal stuff. I even just tried to jump into the YouTube shorts and find a video that he hadn't done already. And I ended up when I was scrolling through the YouTube shorts, it was the fourth short was him debunking a video that I was looking at, and I was like, I could probably do that one. It was the short was the video that I was literally talking about. Okay, well, anyways, I think maybe I'll have to slog through some slapped ham content, because Nick hates the guy. He hates covering this. So, maybe let's take a look at his more recent compilations. There you go. Let's watch this one. This is the one we're gonna do.
How you doing? I'm Callum.
Hi, Callum.
These are the creepiest video clips of the week. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more spooky content. Just like this.
I'm having fun. This is fun for me.
In a spine-chilling video uploaded to TikTok by user Kelsey Miller, viewers are left grappling with a potentially paranormal encounter. Take a look.
Okay. What is even happening in this video? The kid fell over. Yeah. Maybe sprained her ankle, or she's upset.
The CCTV footage captures a young girl suddenly falling, seemingly pushed or dragged by an invisible force.
It's more likely that she slipped. It does. It's a very violent tumble, that's for sure. But
the unsettling incident resulted in the girl breaking her leg.
Oh,
from which she has
a very small child breaking her leg.
What heightens the intrigue is the girl's claim she was pushed by a ghost man, a statement that sparked widespread debate.
Curious, but ghost, the whimsy of a child.
About the paranormal explanation.
It's also entirely possible that she had hurt herself prior to that and had a hairline fracture, or a fracture in her leg that gave out.
Discussions online with many.
It's pretty crazy that she breaks her leg there. That's really unfortunate for a kid, but it doesn't really seem like to me that it's a very
concern of those.
Yeah, he picks her up to try to put her on her feet, and she doesn't want to put her. Yeah, wild. I don't know. I wouldn't consider that a ghost. I think she just slipped. And then the whimsy of a child came up with an excuse.
Trail camera set up
because she couldn't logically come up with the proper conclusion to that situation.
It's captured something that defies easy explanation.
It looks like an alien wearing a backpack.
The photo shows a deer in the foreground. However, in the background, a peculiar and chilling figure, possibly two.
There is a little bit of difficulty here. Like, if I'm gonna illustrate this one a little bit just to sort of get an idea. So we're looking at a bit of a really long neck here. Okay, so let's say we got eyes here. Okay, and then assuming that this is one arm, and these are turkey legs, right? There doesn't seem to be another arm here. And then there's some sort of backpack, like protrusion with some kind of dealio going on back here. That's kind of interesting to look at, if I'm being honest. The biggest problem here is that this is the only image that we actually have from this trail cam. So with the deer's position next, like here, okay, we can surmise that this is an artifact of the deer's passage. Maybe it took a low light shot and the deer was moving a little bit faster. I do realize that there's like this sort of extra sort of really strange shape going on here. I suppose it could be extraterrestrial. It could be an alien of some kind. I believe that this is just a piece of grass. So if that's the case, then maybe it's got its arms crossed like this, you know, like holding itself. It's a really elongated head. I mean, it does look like a kind of a cross between a gray alien. These could be eyes up here. And this could be an elongated mouth sort of situation, something like this. You know, and its bulbous head and rotundus, or like really ridiculously long neck. And then, you know, maybe it's got its arms crossed. He's just a really grumpy guy. You know, like if we just clear that away right there, you can see kind of like that could be the mouth right there. And there's two eyes here and here. It's certainly odd, to say the least. I don't know if I could necessarily say that this is a supernatural entity. It's the only image. That's the problem, right? We can't compare that to references on other shots, right? If there was three shots next to each other,
resembling a kind of weird voodoo wooden chair.
It does look like a chair with somebody sitting in it.
Unsettling layer to the already mysterious image.
The main issue being is that it's only one picture. It could be something that's always there, or it could be something that was set up and then the deer was set up after, got his picture taken later on. It's particularly difficult to discern what we're looking at without multiple shots from the same trail camera or reference shots, you know, of the area.
Also said to haunt the
Is this the only
Black Dog at the Pine Barrens?
Is this the only shot that they've gotten from that trail camera? Could they not like line up 2 or 3 more?
As a large shadowy creature with glowing red or yellow eyes, the black dog is often associated with omens of death or misfortune. Unlike ordinary animals, it moves silently, emitting no sound, and is said to evoke a sense of foreboding in those who ever encounter it. Legends suggest it appears near crossroads, trails, or abandoned areas in the Pine Barrens, often vanishing into thin air when approached. Explanations for the phenomenon range from misidentified wildlife.
I'm just gonna skip ahead because he's just talking shit now.
Brought by fuels speculation about what may wear the boundary
Brother.
Ghosts of London Facebook page.
We're over it. Let's go.
Surfaced. Lisa, the bride in the image, shared her story recounting how the photo was never included in her wedding album, but was rediscovered among other proofs after her photographer uncle passed away. The photo shows a mysterious figure in the top left corner, partially obscured behind the heads of her brother-in-law and cousin.
Very small head. Suggests to me that it may be
diminutive
double exposure.
A spirit pointing out its stark contrast to the other guests in the staircase and dismissing mundane explanations like reflections or objects on the door. Some viewers
It could be double exposure.
the apparition's dark veil-like appearance for sunglasses, but most agree it has an eerie
It's just
quality
hair.
that defies rational explanation.
This right here appears to be a mop of hair. There is the perspective is interesting because you have this very close proximity. This size of this head appears to be 30% reduced in size to compared to this gentleman here, who is probably standing about maybe like a foot away. You can even see the shadow past my stupid head here of this guy right here. There's the shadow he's casting on the wall, which means they're pretty close to that wall. They're all huddled together. So this entity here, which generally kind of looks like it mimics. There's like some elements to this face that actually resembles the texture pattern on the back of the door. This texture you're seeing here, that's somebody taking a picture of a printed film. So don't look too difficult at that. What I'm referring to is that there's a certain gradient sort of structure which she sort of seems like she's superimposed, like she's this old lady appears to be like almost transparent, like translucent, just a little bit translucent, because you can kind of see this color matches like right here. So if I had to throw my best guess out here, this was taken on like Instafilm or something like that, and the guy who took the picture was taking pictures of other guests at the wedding, and re-rolled the film. Like he tracked the film back and then took another picture on top of it, which gave this sort of double exposure look. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not really an expert in double exposure, but the perspective suggests to me that this is that's the case. Like
uninvited guest and the lingering mystery surrounding the photograph.
I'm gonna guess it's double exposure. The problem with photography is that that's all it is. It's one single frame, so it's hard to like gather more data or extrapolate more data from it. There's no like this is a video we can sort of like follow the next, you know, there's a lot of references, a lot of points that we can touch base on. I think this is the guy who
details about the location or the identity of the recorder unfolds a series of eerie and escalating events that have left many unsettled.
Okay, so the setup is a little Disney parks. It's a little Disneyland with this this sort of track. This guy right here, the iron. It's a ghost is ironing. You know, it sort of sets up like that kind of like that Disney Fantasia, you know, inanimate objects servicing humans sort of aspect. The lights flickering is nothing because he was standing in the doorway. All of the... Yeah, it's very staged, it's very set up, you know.
Suddenly slides aggressively towards the man.
It's almost as if he's on a cruise ship, you know. But the iron moving back and forth, it's not on a track, it's obviously moving back and forth. It depends on the context to the video. Like, it depends on what this guy's trying to achieve here. If he's doing like a Disney Parks attraction, it could he could literally be in a Disney Parks attraction. You know, he could be in a Ripley's Believe It or Not, an Indian version of it. That's like more than likely what it is, actually. So yeah, I mean, we don't have the context to this. This could be a Bollywood, or wherever this person is. It could be a Bollywood amusement park.
Flees in a panic.
You know, like it'd be like if we Westerners went to Disneyland Orlando and then went into the
or if there's
what do you call that? The Tower of Fear, or whatever they call it this year.
However, the fact that the footage is accompanied by little information makes it hard to come to any definitive conclusions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it's an amusement park.
Haunted, or is it all just a well orchestrated?
It's an elaborate hoax, that's for sure.
Down below.
You can even see, like that's probably just a magnet, like a strong magnet. Like I know, like it might seem counterintuitive when you think about like the weight of irons and stuff like that. But say the iron is one devoid of all, it's devoid of water. There's no water in it, so it's already lighter. And then you got all the parts out of it. It's just the frame of the iron with the cable hanging off, and then you put like a neodymium magnet or an earth magnet inside the unit, and then on the bottom drag a magnet back and forth. You can definitely mimic that sort of movement pretty easily. The chandeliers are like light fixtures moving. I don't know. It could just be like an earthquake, or it could be a lot of things. Everything moving all at once like that reminds me a lot of like Beetlejuice, like a haunting of Beetlejuice or something like that. So if I had to throw a guess out there, if I had to hazard a guess, I'm gonna say it's an amusement park or an amusement system. Here we have another image that doesn't mean
over on the Ghosts of London Facebook page. A haunting image captured by a trail camera has sparked intrigue and debate.
Yeah, okay.
The photo, taken last autumn,
long exposure,
offered an eerie interpretation, suggesting the figure
high-vis suits
spirits from two distinct.
It's staged. Images like these, especially when they're posted to paranormal channels like this, they're fake.
Coming up in our last segment, in just a few seconds, we
don't want to wait a few seconds. We're going to skip ahead.
With its eerie details.
There's a person in the car.
Begins with a warehouse worker sending
a long story and a picture. Okay.
History.
Images are not proof of ghosts. Period. Unless that thing is taken on a piece of silver or some kind of like physical media, I will never believe digital photos to be anything but manipulations. It's the same thing as if your camera is fixed in place. Anything you show me thereafter, like ghosts that are like exploring the house or the property, if the camera's in a fixed location, everything is easily like keyed in. Like you can definitely take two videos of the exact same room if the subject or the frame doesn't move, and then just overlay them with some spooky stuff going on. Wow, that was whelming. I'm very whelmed right now. Oh, nukes. I would definitely cover the nukes video next, but Nick's already done it, I'm sure. In any case, that's a quick one for me. That's gonna do it. Honestly, there's not much else I can really manage to squeeze out of this. I think going forward, it would be best if Nick and I had an agreement where maybe a particular channel, or we both decided that, like, if Nick would send me a video to cover, I think that's going to work out best, because he's got his hands in every single paranormal thing happening on YouTube right now. I swear to God, he's got a blanket coverage. Even like Reddit, like I can't find fresh content for you guys. I took a shot in the dark with this slapped hand video, because I'm pretty sure that Nick has stepped off of slapped hand because of just how ridiculously useless or garbage his videos have been. So I would hazard a guess to say that I'm fairly safe doing chills, chills and slapped ham. Because I don't think Nick wants to touch them with a 50-foot pole. That being said, though, that kind of like sucks the life out of it for me, because I'm not really interested in covering slapped ham and chills, because their videos are garbage. So I think the best thing for us going forward would be if Nick assigned me a particular video to cover, and then I just went in and gave my 2 cents on it, because otherwise he's just gonna, it's a crapshoot for me. In any case, 20 minutes is how long this video is going to be. I might release the second video. The video I already did as a bonus episode for Friday. 2 videos in one day, or something like that. Maybe schedule it on an off day. Nick wants to reduce the number of videos that we release, because we're kind of overdoing it with the amount of videos that we put out. because it's oversaturating, and I don't really want to watch myself 24/7 talking about ghosts. So to hit a broader audience, we need to reduce the amount of videos that we release. So we might go into a different schedule where we alternate. Nick does one week, I do the next week. And then we just go back and forth like that instead of releasing 3 episodes a week. Just to like give you guys a bit of a break and to delineate the amount of content that Nick and I are both covering. I think that would be best, because then we can knock it down to like 3 or 4 videos a month, rather, or 2 videos a week. You know, the one where we do it together, and then the one where he does it and then I do it. You know, we just alternate like that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll release them both. So it's going to only be about 50 minutes worth of content. So I'll talk to Nick about it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this video, and maybe watching this video a second time because of Nick already doing it. And yeah, that's going to do it. Okay, love you. Bye.